Welcome to another edition of Cruising with the Clemons. This week, we finally get our solar and battery installation. But first, we're going to head to the Living Desert Museum. So we just got in, and the first thing we noticed was our door was laying on the floor for the master bedroom. Turns out there's a little latch here on the door that holds the piece that slides on the rail so the door can go back and forth. And that latch, I guess, got loose. And so this is just me retightening that thing and getting the door back on the rail so it'll work properly.
Daddy, come eat. Hey everybody, today we are visiting the Sonoran Desert Museum just outside of Saguaro National Park here in Tucson, and I've been dying to come here for like the last 3 years. On our way into the museum,
Bird watching.
Mark's already picked up a new bird.
That's right.
So beautiful out today. Okay, so something really cool when you come to Tucson, anywhere near the saguaros, you have to look for the crowned saguaros. And right outside the Desert Museum, one. It's so cool.
That's a crown saguaro. There's a picture spot over there.
Where? Oh, there's a picture. So they actually call it a crested saguaro, and they're not 100% sure why it does it, but it has something to do with like the freezes. But they're so cool looking. And if you look them up on Google, you'll find that there's a couple hidden spots all over Tucson where you can find these guys.
How excited are you?
I'm so excited. I just wanted to see
We looked
one.
and looked and looked for them before, and we didn't find one.
I know. I'm easily amused. All right, can you take a picture with all of us? The Living Desert Museum is located just outside Saguaro National Park in Tucson, Arizona. You guys see? There's the monster. There he is. Wow.
We have clearly underestimated how big this park is. When you're driving past, it seems small, but it seems like there's several miles of walking to do here. It is sizable.
If you've been following along with us for a while, you'll know that this is Bryce's absolute favorite room in the park. It's really pretty. Yeah. If you're visiting in the summer, have littles, and need a little relief from the heat, make sure you visit the indoor play area. Okay, come out of your shell, turtle.
Tortoises can't go in the shell, bro. He has to go inside.
All the way. There you go. Look up, look up. No, up here. There you go.
any right to be. It was fantastic.
Um,
For being out in the middle of the desert,
Yeah.
not expecting much. You can't see anything from like the road or the parking lot. And
everything blends in with like the natural surroundings. They have these beautiful cactus gardens. We are here, it's February. If you come like end of March, April, the cactuses will all be blooming and it will be like alive with insects and butterflies and hummingbirds.
But even now, it was spectacular.
It really was.
They did a fantastic job of hiding the park from the rest of the park. So wherever you're at, you just feel like you're in the desert.
Yeah.
And then you're to the next exhibit. And everything is just like one big loop that's very easy to just keep navigating around and seeing the next thing. It was great. I loved it.
Even though it's only like 60 degrees out today, I mean, gorgeous. Highly recommend that you bring a water bottle. They have water filling stations everywhere, and we have drank a ton. So this is great. If you're in the area, like, and you're coming to see Saguaro or you're in Tucson, like, do not skip this. It's a beautiful park, and it is well worth the visit.
Absolutely.
It was time to head back home where the kids were ready for some pool time at the campground. Pancake is loving this campground and is having her own kind of fun. By the way, if you haven't gotten bird feeders for your RV windows, I highly recommend it, especially if you have kitties.
So hopefully, fingers crossed, we've brought in a professional this time to do all the work for me. And we are gonna have a professional, clean looking install with round 2 of our solar / battery install. Did I mention that we're putting in 840 watts of solar this time to go with our 460 amp hour battery, the Victron Multi Plus, we got the charge controller, we got it all, went out and just got all the stuff. Don't ask me how much it cost. We're gonna do a bunch of boondocking to make up for this, but let's build this system out and get it working. All right, this is sort of where we left things off. When I left it, there was a Multi Plus here, and then all this wiring and nonsense is just kind of laying in here. And that's where we ended our failure last time with the electrical system. All right, so we got the new Smart MPPT. We got a Lynx power bar. We've got this new metal plate. We're gonna redo the PEX. We got a whole bunch of stuff in here. There's gonna be a new plexiglass door for the PEX. So we're gonna make this thing look super clean in here. It's gonna be awesome. But right now, it is a giant mess. Everything in the back of the truck had to go into the back of the car so that we could fit these 2 beautiful solar panels in the back of the truck. They were way bigger than I thought they were gonna be.
No wonder he couldn't get those things over here.
We got the new aluminum backplate in for the wall. That thing's gonna be used to mount all of the equipment to. Looks great. Here we got the battery shunt in, the fuse box, and the Bluetooth socket, and the bus bar. And the Multi Plus is now mounted. We're taking down the old panel right now, and we just got to get it off the roof of the camper. It's pretty big and heavy, so it was a little tricky.
That one's bigger?
Yep.
All right, move out Dad's way.
Look at my size.
You didn't sound ready.
I'm ready.
He's in position.
All right, and this is where we're at. So one thing we wanted to point out here is that Charles was an absolute professional, and it really pays to have someone that knows what they're doing, not just a regular mobile RV tech, but someone who really specializes in this stuff. He did a phenomenal job. I wouldn't have been able to do half of what he did, if not more. Just incredible work that he did for us. Really appreciate it. If you are in the Tucson area and you need solar installation, I highly recommend you go with Charlie.
While the solar install was going on, I took 2 of the kids for their reward luncheon for reading a certain amount of books. They chose Panera. So what's the update on our Skylight? Well, I had to have it shipped from Grand Design, and it took longer to get here than expected. As a matter of fact, it didn't actually arrive till Friday, giving us no time to actually get it installed. We'll have to complete it at our next spot. Good morning, everybody. It is a really rainy day here in Tucson, and we are leaving to head to San Diego, California, and we got up really early. We left before 8 o'clock and realized that we had a tire problem. So we pulled over before we even left the campground to pump up the tire, but the batteries gave out on the pump. So there's no truck stops nearby, and most of the gas station pumps will not pump above 60 PSI. So we have gone to an O'Reilly's to go and get one. So now it's 8:30 and we still haven't left, and it is pouring outside. Yeah, RV life. What's going on?
So,
RV life.
yeah, RV life. We're trying to get out of town, head to the coast, and what the hell's this? I gotta connect it to the, it's not even that.
Wait, it doesn't have a plug?
RV life. It wants to connect to a battery.
It doesn't have a plug? Okay, so it turns out that none of the auto parts stores carry like a large enough pump that doesn't use jumper cables to your battery, which wouldn't work anyway for us because the truck's all the way up here, the tires are on the trailer. So luckily there was one of them who was nice enough and told us that there's a tire warehouse on here, and they can roll out and the air pressure to, you know, pump up the tires. So that's where we're at right now, and it was just like another block from the auto parts store. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this works because we've already wasted an hour. So
because this is the warehouse, they won't do anything here. But at the end of this building right here, they have a store, and they said they should be able to get it. He called over to the store, and they said they should be able to get out to the trailer and pump up the tires. So
okay, do you need me to go and watch traffic for you?
no. All right, so tires got pumped up, but the guy, the really nice guy that pumped up our tires, was like, look, this is your problem on this one. The valve stem, he just tapped it and it just started leaking air. So we need a new valve stem in our left front tire, but we've also had a slow leak on our right front tire for like a while. And I usually just pump it up and I'm like, I can't find it. We're never in a situation where we're gonna stop and just have the tire like fixed, you know, while we're driving somewhere. And it just is so slow that I haven't worried about it. But I think we're just gonna get both of them fixed today. We called a place 5 minutes down the road here.
Discount auto.
Discount Tire.
Yeah, that's it.
In Tucson. The manager was super nice. He's like, I can get you in right now. If that's all the problem is, you know, we'll have you fixed up in a couple of minutes and on the road. So that's what we're gonna do because we've already lost about
an hour and 19 minutes.
Yeah, so it's probably gonna be like 2.5 hours, I feel like, before we're actually on the road this morning. We got up early.
Yeah.
And thought we were doing great, and now it's like...
Our goal was to get in before like dark today, because we arrived in Tucson after dark, and setting up in the dark, if you don't know, it really sucks.
Yeah, never a dull moment in RV life.
Exactly. It's an adventure, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Okay, now you talk about it.
I'm sure you can't see it, but there's a little bubble right there.
Let me see. Yeah. Oh, it's bubbling. You can see it.
So this is our TPMS sensor on our tire, and it's what's been causing the leak on our tire that we've had the slow leak on. So we're just gonna leave this off, and
we're gonna put a regular one on.
I'll get a regular cap on it, and then we'll do a reseal on this thing.
Okay, that was like the most positive experience.
Yeah, so Discount Tire, super awesome. I would totally recommend them. The valve stem repair was $5. because the TPMS was the problem on the slow leak, like no charge there. And then we just had some extra lug nuts put on, like new ones, not extra ones. It's not like we have 2 sets now.
Right.
But yeah, we put on new lug nuts for those tires. So.
But they also checked the tire tread on all the tires for us.
Yep. So super cheap. They were super duper nice. They were doing a booming business. I mean, there was tons of people there.
Their staff was so incredibly nice and professional and like welcoming.
And they had a ton of people.
Yeah.
Like there was a ton of people working. Like there's 2 people working on our camper. And so it took like...
I think they originally said an hour, but it
was like 25 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So...
super nice guys if you're in the area.
Can't beat that. But
Yeah.
now we are a little over 2 hours behind schedule. It is raining. And we have 404 miles to go.
So there's that.
So we'll be setting up in the dark.
Well, we're going to gain an hour.
Almost assuredly, but we'll set up in the dark.
I hate setting up in the dark. I hate setting up because I'm not prepared and I didn't get all the like headlamps and crap out. It's fine. We have a pull through spot. So, okay, well, onward we go.